What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the Z-O-N coming at you once again, man. And this upcoming video that I'm doing right now, I want you guys to understand this is not so much of a rant as it is just an avid gamer speaking his heart over situations that have happened in the last couple of months and especially yesterday with my favorite gaming company. Now then, before I continue, I want to just put this disclaimer out there. For those who are subscribed to me and who follow me and watch my videos will vouch for me that I am an avid 100% Nintendo fan. I am a gamer at heart. I play game on all consoles with the exception of PC because I don't have one. But I play games across all consoles, and those of you who watch my videos know and can attest to the fact that I do not bash unnecessarily or hate on or go after any one company trying to, just throw mud on them. Alright? But that aside, the fact that I'm an avid gamer across the board, Nintendo has always been and probably always will be my company of choice. That being said, and let me just speak from the heart right now. This might actually be a two-part video because I have a lot to say over developments that have happened leading up to yesterday's Nintendo Direct. And there's just so much to get to. I don't have any notes in front of me. Y'all know how I do my thing. I do my thing straight off the top, rugged and raw, you know what I'm saying? Improvise right off the mind. I don't really write stuff down. I don't set a format. I just let you guys know, what I'm feeling, and hopefully y'all are feeling it too, or can at least relate to what I'm about to say. All right. Yesterday, Nintendo did a Nintendo Direct. I need a beer before I get into this. Yesterday, Nintendo did a Nintendo Direct, announcing a bunch of key titles, or just going over a bunch of key titles coming out for the Wii U and the 3DS. Even announced a couple surprises like Kirby, the new Kirby game for the 3DS coming out, and things of that nature. The one big thing that I took away from this Nintendo Direct, that's not to say that it wasn't a good Nintendo Direct, or it didn't have some good content, but the one thing I took away is that here we go again. Here we go again with Nintendo dropping the ball. Okay, and y'all know how much I love Nintendo. Y'all know, and if you don't know, you better ask somebody or go and look at my videos, man. You know, Nintendo all the way. All right, but Nintendo has dropped the ball yet again in reference to the Wii U, delaying one of their big-time first-party heavy hitters that was coming out this holiday season that we have been told about since E3. It was actually, in a lot of ways, it was a surprise of E3 because it was the game nobody knew about. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Here's my problem with this delay. You got two more powerful, okay, because that's just a fact. I'm not, you know me, I don't give a damn about power, but it does help. And these are two more, significantly more powerful consoles launching probably within a couple days of each other now in November for this holiday season. Coming out with all this hype, all these pre-sales, especially in the case of the PlayStation 4, boasting better visuals, not by much, but still better visuals, and just a shitload of extra media features and capabilities that the Wii U still hasn't gotten down pat. And you go and you delay one of your heavy hitters that we were all waiting for. Okay, one of the games that was one of the cornerstones of your holiday lineup that was going to combat this dual threat. Okay, here's the thing. I have gone on record plenty of times saying that Nintendo is in the position to be in the most advantageous position going into and throughout this holiday season. Why? Because of their lineup of games. Okay, we have had Pikmin 3 recently come out, and then the wonderful 101. Both of them AAA must-have Wii U titles. Let's keep this shit going. Wind Waker HD comes out now. Boom! That's one of the three big-time heavy hitters that we were waiting for. And it's, from my understanding, selling particularly well. It even has a new bundle and a price cut to go with the system. Alright? It's digitally available, has been for the last 2 weeks, and will be retail-wise available on actual disc by the end of the week. Let's keep this shit going. We got Sonic coming out. That's awesome. We got Mario 3D World. That's the other big-time heavy hitter we're waiting for. And then there was Donkey Kong. Okay? Those were the three main big-time first-party heavy hitters that since E3, I, as a Nintendo gamer, have been psyched out of my skull about. I have been able to confidently put my support behind the Wii U going into this holiday season because of those three titles, along with all the other great titles that are around them. But those are the three. Those are the Triforce, so to speak, of heavy hitter first party titles that Nintendo had on slate for this holiday season. So here comes this Nintendo Direct yesterday. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, originally supposed to come out in December, if I'm not mistaken. Delayed now to February. No specific date, just February 2014. So now this shit is out of the holiday season lineup. You lost that pillar of your holiday lineup. Why? Oh, so we could provide you the ultimate, optimum gaming experience. Iwata's words. And y'all know I have no problem with Mr. Iwata. I think he's an amazing CEO. But that was his excuse. Okay, when questioned about why the Wii U was having so much trouble releasing games earlier this year, what did Iwata and Reggie and Miyamoto and all of them say? We didn't anticipate how difficult it was and how many resources it took to make these games in HD going into the Wii U. They were quoted as saying that they had to take teams of people off of 3DS games and off of other games to complete games like Pikmin 3. Why didn't you do that again for this game? We needed this game this holiday season. Mario Kart 8 is until next year. Bayonetta 2 next year. X next year. Smash Brothers next year. We needed Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze this year. But instead of pulling people off of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, which looks great and has online, that's awesome. But instead of pulling people off of that, or pulling people, God forbid, off of Wii Party U to finish Tropical Freeze and get that bitch in our hands, no, you delay it. And Wii Party U is going to be out on time. You know what I'm saying? And Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games is going to be out on time. But Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze has to wait till next year. My problem with this is not just the fact and the reality that you needed this as part of your holiday lineup to gain as many sales as you can and jump ahead of the competition, which is going to be jumping with a lot of hype this November. But it is a trend that you have had happen since the launch of the Wii U. Pikmin 3, we've had for a little bit over a month, maybe what was it? It's been about a little bit over a month. Awesome game, every bit worth the wait. But having said that, the game was originally supposed to come out on the original Wii. Then we understand you said, no, we want it on the next gen console on the Wii U. Launch. It didn't happen, delayed. Launch window. It didn't happen, delayed. Until we waited almost an entire year, you finally released it. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of thing, and I even posted this on Miiverse yesterday after I watched the Nintendo Direct. This is the kind of thing, and look at who's saying this, okay? It's me. It's your boy, Reasonatic, saying this. It's coming to the point that for me, I'm coming to the realization that maybe Nintendo is not the primary console to own anymore. And I know a lot of you Sony and Microsoft owners and supporters out there that may happen to watch my videos on a regular basis might be saying to yourself, duh, we could have told you that. That's all fine and dandy. I'm not saying I'm abandoning Nintendo, so don't even get it twisted. What I'm saying is that I always have and always will. I don't give a damn what happens. I will always get the Nintendo console because by far and without doubt, they have the best first-party lineup, hands down. It's not even close. It's not worth discussing that. Zelda, Mario, and all those greats, you can't touch them. So I will always get their console because of that. But I've always gotten their console and a secondary console. Okay? For example, during the N64 and PlayStation generation, it was just N64. I didn't give a shit about PlayStation. I really didn't. And I still don't. I have it as a collector and I have some good games for it. But I see that, personally for me, my decision to be all N64 back then was perfectly fine. It was the right decision as far as I'm concerned. We jumped to the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox original generation. I bought a GameCube and stuck with it and loved it and enjoyed it. Then later on, towards the end of that generation, I copped an original Xbox for about $40 just so I can have some Star Wars games and games that weren't on the GameCube as a secondary console. You know, Jaws Unleashed and Knights of the Old Republic and, you know, the 2K games and things like that. The next generation, Wii, hands down. About a year or two into that generation, I got a PS3 so I could have my HD experience with my sports games and shooters. But Wii was the primary console. Now this generation, I got the Wii U, fully expecting it to be my primary console, and very satisfied, might I add. But then I see these trends since launch developing. You delay this game, you delay that game, you're having a shortage of games, you have an issue with the third parties. Third parties are always snubbing you, and that, I will say, is not all Nintendo's fault, and it's unfair, and it's unfortunate, and it's bullshit at the end of the day. But Like it or not, whether I like it or not, perception is reality in this industry, man. It is. As much as I love the Wii U and I love its games, I love Pikmin 3, I love Lego City Undercover, I love Zombie U, I love Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I love Wonderful 101, shit. I love all these games. I love Nintendo's innovations and their take on the industry. But because third parties don't see that potential, because third parties refuse to see that potential and to utilize it, ultimately, it always will get snubbed when it comes to the third party. And I'm sorry, I made a video a couple of months back saying, fuck the third parties. Let it be straight up first party box. And I'm good with that because it's Nintendo. But hey, when you're delaying your first party games and you can't even get those out the door, well, I got a problem with that. I got a big problem with that. Because not only am I not getting my beloved NBA 2K on the Wii U, number one, not only am I getting third-party multi-plats that are neutered or just severely downgraded when they don't need to be because the system is more than enough powerful to handle them, when I'm getting fucking flack from EA and other developers like Bethesda and all that don't even want to look at my system, whether it's bullshit or not, and it is bullshit. It's bullshit that the Wii U can't handle Frostbite 3. That's a load of shit, and everybody knows it. It's been exposed. But guess what? As long as they keep pushing this, and developers don't want to develop on the system, it's going to ultimately cripple the Wii U, which fucking sucks. But perception is reality. That's why no matter what's been going on over the last couple of generations, no matter the Wii's dominance last generation, what is the general public outlook of Nintendo? Kid-friendly, family-friendly, casual, underpowered. Is all of that true? No, fuck, most of it's a fucking lie. But in the industry, perception is reality. And these third-party developers are either going to skip us or they're going to give us watered-down versions. Like you got Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Runs and looks the best on Wii U, yet no downloadable content. Yet comes out days after launch instead of at launch and for full price. And then Activision gets mad because the game didn't sell that well. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Splinter Cell Blacklist. Fully with everything that all the other versions have, and then Nintendo owners go out there and buy 5,000 copies. Last time I checked, that's how much that game sold on the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? And then it's Batman Arkham Origins. I'm looking forward to that. Oh well, you know what? The multiplayer is completely skipping the Wii U because it doesn't have enough of an install base, so we're not going to make that. We're only going to do it for server-heavy communities like Xbox 360 and PS3. Oh, but don't worry, you don't have to pay full price. Okay, shoot, if it's $20, then I'll buy it. No, it's $49.99. It's $50. For what? For the fucking game? And you know what I'm saying? And this is what the third parties do to Nintendo, and it's not fair and it's not right. But you know what? It's happening, and it's been happening. And little by little, this cripples a system's chance to dominate, man. The Wii U has everything it takes to win the generation. But you know what? I'm willing to bet, after all the times that I've said that it's going to win, the more and more I see stuff like this, the more and more I'm convinced it's going to end up in third place, man. Again, even though the Xbox One is costing $500 and charging you, out the ass for online play and has the DRM issue and the always online connection or yes or no and all this uncertainty, people are still going to buy it up because it has the perception of a hardcore game machine. And Nintendo doesn't. You know, the PlayStation 4 is $400. It's only $100 more expensive with better visuals and a lot more technology packed in there, more media-friendly features and all this. And we know the games are going to come. They may not have listed them yet, but they're coming. You know, and the PS4 is being looked at as far as going into this new generation as the real gamer's machine because Xbox is looking more like entertainment-wise and Wii U is still looking casual and underpowered. Most of that's not true, but perception is reality. I hate to continue to repeat that, but that's what it's boiling down to. Yo, I'm running out of time. I'm going to do a part 2 to this, man. I'm going to upload both from the day so you'll see them both, man. I got a lot more to say, man. God bless. Tune in, please. Peace.